My first exposure to Islam was when my friend in high school became Muslim. And he's also my neighbor, Michael Dan. And when Michael became Muslim, he changed a lot. Before Islam, he was doing a lot of things that were messing his life up, and he was really going down the wrong path. And he became Muslim, and when he was only 15, and he changed, and he left a lot of the things he was doing, he picked up a lot of good habits. And I asked him, what forced you to change? What made you change and become like this? And he explained that he's Muslim now. And at that time, this was before September 11th, people in America really didn't know a lot about Islam. And even today, they don't know a lot. And I asked him, what is Islam? Who are Muslims? And he explained to me about Muslims. And I was surprised that Islam is very close to Christianity and Judaism. And it made a lot of sense to me that there's one God and there's prophets and messengers, but none of the prophets have divinity. Rather, they're just sent by God and they're humans like us. And I didn't really want to become Muslim at that time, but it just made sense to me logically. After a while, I read a book called The Autobiography of Malcolm X. And in that book, I really appreciated the image that Malcolm X presented of Muslims, and I wanted to become Muslim after that. Because I saw in Islam a solution to racism and a lot of other problems in America. But I didn't believe in God. However, I read a passage where Malcolm X said, if you take one step towards God, he takes two towards you. So I left eating pork, and I left some of the things that are prohibited in Islam with the intention that God guide me. And I learned more and more about Islam, and I was surprised that the more I asked questions, the more answers I found, and the answers always made sense to me. And I read about the miracles of the Quran, scientific miracles of the Quran. And there are many.